So a few things I want to talk about. The first thing is the book that you're holding is dedicated to Shabbat. It's a Shabbat Siddur. The only thing that's not in there is most of the Hebrew. It's only English, with a few things where I put a little Hebrew in, but it's limitations of my graphic ability and time. But what you have in front of you is at least an experimental opening to a new level of siddur, of understanding prayer, of involving ourselves, engaging ourselves in prayer in a way that prayer becomes a ladder of consciousness. It becomes a journey towards something real. Prayer that doesn't lead to that place, doesn't allow me to be in that place where I am with Hashem, that hurries me off before I get to be where I am, that I can never be where I am and never could be who I am. That's not prayer. It's a contradiction to prayer. And since modern life is so frenzied, so fast, so rushed, which has its good aspects, everything's moving very fast, but you just have to slow down. You have to have places where you can go in physical world and also inside of yourself where you can slow down. And if we don't know how to do that, then it's something that we can learn. It's something that we can learn. It's an art that can be practiced. It's a craft that can be learned. How to go inside and to be in a place of comfort within myself, where I know, and there are certain things I can say to myself, certain affirmations, where I know that I'm allowed to do this, that this is what I know that I should be doing. I should be doing it more often, and it's what Hashem wants, it's what I want, it's what I need. I need a place that I can go that's where I can be recharged and revitalized in my being, so that I can come out into the world in a more powerful way. So I'm a spokesman for God on the planet here, that He wants us all to pray in a more meaningful way. I never said it that way. Sorry for the but but it bothers me that prayer has become what it's become. So without saying anything bad, we have to say good things and just strengthen ourselves. And basically, it's a basic psychological problem. It's a psychological challenge. That if I go inside, and for instance, I'm saying the Shema, and I want to wait there a little bit, because Rabbi Sutton said to me that when I say Chad, or whatever, however I say it, and before I say the next thing, I should wait there. So my problem is, while I'm waiting, and it's like I'm waiting at a red light. Okay, no, when's the light going to turn green? Or what do I do here when I'm waiting? Rabbi Sutton did not tell me what to do. Or if he did, I don't remember it. It didn't make sense to me. He said to me that I should ask Hashem to become one with Him. Well, what does that mean? How do I do that? He said just saying the words to Hashem is the way to do it. That it's not a philosophical conversation with God. It's a direct conversation with the one that I want to connect with. I don't have to understand what it means that God is one. I just have to know that His oneness includes me, and that I am part of His oneness. And that if I ask to be part of His oneness, and to merge into His oneness, and to just have some inkling of what it's like to connect, it can happen through the actual words of my thoughts, because we don't speak when we're saying the Shema. So in my mind I want to say, Hashem, I just want to be with You. I don't know what it means to be with You. I don't know who You are. I don't know who I am. I'm in the mystery of my own being. Allow me to be in that mystery. Allow me to be in that place where I don't have to know. I just have to be. You see that words can be a guide for me to allow me to have permission to be in a certain place. It's a language that we have to develop. The language of prayer of the heart, of asking Hashem from the depths of my own being, somehow articulating what I actually want. Anybody, are you going with me here? So that sense, that voice inside of me that says, it's not happening. The davening's not happening this morning. Might as well just go and just daven like I usually daven. That voice, you have to say to it, I was waiting to hear you. Now I know that I really am davening. Because when there's counterforce, when there's an obstacle, just like the Baal Shem Tov said in the parable, that when you're getting closer and closer to the royal city, you meet more and more soldiers, more and more policemen, more and more gendarmes, more and more checkposts, where they ask for your identification because you're getting closer to the king. So the fact that you're getting more obstacles and that that there's something inside of you that's saying, no, prayer is meaningless. It's below the threshold of consciousness, but if you become aware of it, there's a voice telling you it's not working. It doesn't mean anything. I don't know what I'm doing. Those negative voices have to be recognized and acknowledged and put in their place. And then you can start to appreciate the spaces in between those thoughts. There's a whole inner world inside of us that we're not getting unless we actually encounter it, that we engage it in conversation. So that's what I'm trying to open up right now. Okay. Now Shabbos in time in the week is that's supposed to be that place where we stop the frenzied action. In other words, prayer, anytime during the week, even on a weekday, anytime, prayer is supposed to be a place of rest. It is basically a Shabbos. But Shabbos during the week is the Shabbos of Shabbos. So I wanted to share with you the essence of what this Siddur teaches me. And then tie it in that there's a parsha this week called Chaya Sarah. And who Sarah is? Are you here?
Wow.
Is it an apparition? Hi. I never know what country you're in. Hi. Great. Hi. Come in. I can make a place for you to sit here. Is there any other place? Okay, great. Doesn't he look different?
Got more handsome.
So, the basics. Shabbos is, I call it the orientation meeting for my life. Every time I come into Shabbos, Hashem orients me as to where I'm coming from, where I'm going, and what the most important thing in my life is. Friday night is where I'm coming from. Friday night commemorates creation. Saturday morning commemorates the giving of the Torah, the most powerful prophetic experience ever experienced by a multitude of people. Saturday afternoon represents the redemption. I call them the 3 R's: creation, revelation, and redemption. And you should know by now, if you've ever heard me before, that that's exactly what reading, writing, and arithmetic is called the 3 R's. And if they can get away with it, I can get away with it too. It's remember, create, repeat after me. Creation, revelation, redemption is the 3 R's. Okay. And if you get a smile out of that, then you know then you can go on. Creation, okay, where we're coming from. Redemption, where we're going. And the most important thing that ever happened, revelation. And all of Judaism, like, this is all over the place. It's like Mitsubishis or whatever car, you start seeing them all over the place. Friday night is creation. But every Friday night, every night in Ma'ariv, we say 2 brachas before the Shema and 1 after. 2 after. The first bracha is the creation bracha. Baruch atah Hashem, Elokeinu melech haolam. And of course, brachas are really powerful moments of islands of consciousness. So don't rush through your brachas, and if you want, we can talk more about what bracha is, how to say a bracha, how to be in bracha. But for the moment, Asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim b'chokhmah. There's an Ashkenazi version, it's where you put the comma, whatever. Please forgive me, I'm doing the Sephardi version right now. Asher bidvaro ma'ariv haravim b'chokhmah. That Hashem makes sunsets. It's like a moving system, and there's a constant sunset and sunrise, constantly, and that's what the plural, ma'ariv aravim, he's constantly making sunsets. And it's because it's a night bracha, it's talking about the opening of the planetarium at night when the illusion of blue disappears and the stars come out and we see the night sky, and the stars have been there the whole time. It's not that they've been right, we just couldn't see them. We couldn't see them because the atmosphere that we see, this beautiful blue sky, is the reflection of the sun off the earth's atmosphere, makes this beautiful, beautiful blue. This incredible artist with clouds and blue. There was not even a cloud in the sky today. But at night it opens up and we see what's been there the whole time, the stars. And so Friday, every night, every first bracha that we say after Baruch Hu is the nighttime planetarium bracha. Wow, what a world you've made. But it's basically creation. It's how God interacts with creation and keeps it running. The second bracha every night is Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael Amecha Ahavta. Torah o mitzvot, chukim o mishpatim otanu limadata. You've taught us Torah. Torah is the revelation. There's creation, there's revelation. Right? You've taught us Torah. You've revealed your will to us through your Torah. The Shema comes right then, which is an amazing bouquet of flowers. It's really 2 brachot, and in the middle is called the Shema, the oneness of God. The oneness of the one who is above creation with he who runs creation, with the transcendence and the immanence, which is, again, creation is immanence, and revelation is he who is above. So Shema brings those 2 ideas together, and then we have the third bracha, which is redemption. Baruch atah Hashem Ga'al Yisrael. You have always redeemed us. And the equation is, I'll just do